Cow. Tomato. Donkey. Pineapple. Cat. Banana. Pig. Watermelon. Dog. Strawberry.
The Lion and Rabbit. Once a fierce lion lived in a jungle. He killed many animals every day. So all the animals of the forest held a meeting. They talked about the matter. The clever fox said,
"Let us offer to the lion an animal every day. Let us pray to him not to ask for more."
The animals went to him and said,
"O King of the jungle, we have come to make you an offer. If you kill so many animals a day, there will be none left very soon. We will send an animal to your den every day. Please eat only one animal a day."
The lion thought, "I shall not have to go about to find my food. It is a good idea." Then he said to the animals,
All right, I accept your offer.
The animals came away in joy. From that time, one animal would go to the lion's den. One day, it was the turn of an old hare. While going on the road, he thought, "Before I die, I must play a trick on the lion." Thus thinking, he began to walk slowly till he came to the lion's den. The lion roared out.
Why are you so late?
The hare said, "I'm sorry, sir. Another lion has come to this forest. He stopped me on the way. He wants to kill you." The lion said in anger,
Lead me to him. I will kill him at once.
"Follow me then," said the hare. The hare led the lion to a deep well. The hare said, "Look in here, and you will see your enemy." The lion looked into the well and saw his own face in the clear water. He roared and the echo came back to him. He thought that another lion was inside the well. He jumped into the well and died. The hare came back to his friends and told them what had happened. All the animals greeted him as the hero of the jungle. Moral: cleverness can overcome a foe. One day, an elephant wandered into a forest in search of friends. He saw a monkey on a tree.
"Will you be my friend?"
Asked the elephant. Replied the monkey, You're too big. You cannot swing from trees like me. Next, the elephant met a rabbit. He asked him to be his friend. But the rabbit said, You are too big to play in my burrow. Then the elephant met a frog.
Will you be my friend?
He asked it.
How can I?
Asked the frog.
You are too big to live about like me.
The elephant was upset. He met a fox next.
Will you be my friend?
He asked the fox. The fox said,
Sorry, sir. You are too big.
The next day, the elephant saw all the animals in the forest running for their lives. The elephant asked them
What the matter was?
The bear replied,
There is a tiger in the forest. He's trying to gobble us all up.
The animals all ran away to hide. The elephant wondered what he could do to solve everyone in the forest. Meanwhile, the tiger kept eating up whoever he could find. The elephant walked up to the tiger and said,
Please, Mr. Tiger, do not eat up these poor animals.
Mind your own business.
growled the tiger. The elephant has no choice but to give the tiger a hefty kick. The frightened tiger ran for his life. The elephant ambled back into the forest to announce the good news to everyone. All the animals thanked the elephant. They said, "You're just the right size to be our friend." The Shepherd Boy and the Wolf. There is a village on the outskirts of a forest. A shepherd boy used to take his herd of sheep across the fields to the lawns near the forest. One day, he felt very boring. He wanted to have fun, so he cried aloud, "Wolf, wolf! The wolf is carrying away a lamb!" Farmers working in the fields came running and asked,
Where is the wolf?
The boy laughed and replied, "It was just a fun. Now get going, all of you." The boy played the trick for quite a number of times in the next few days. After some days, as the boy perched upon a tree and singing a song, there came an wolf. The boy cried loudly, "Wolf, wolf! The wolf is carrying a lamb away!" There was no one to come. The boy shouted, "Help! Wolf, help!" Still no one came to his help. The villagers thought that the boy was playing mischief again. The wolf carried a lamb away. Moral: lying breaks trust. Nobody trusts a liar even when he is telling the truth. The Fox and the Grapes. One day, a fox very much hungry and went in search of some food. He searched everywhere. Finally, he could spot a bunch of juiciest grapes hanging from over a lofty branch. His stomach rumbling,
Just the thing to quench my thirst.
he thought. Taking a few steps back, the fox jumped and just missed the hanging grapes. Again, the fox took a few paces back and tried to reach them but still failed. He tried again and missed again. He tried a few more times but missed each time. Finally, giving up, the fox turned up his nose and said,
They were probably sore anyway. What a fool I am. Here I am wearing myself out to get a bunch of sour grapes that are not worth graping for.
And he proceeded to walk away. Moral: work hard and reach your goals. The Thirsty Crow. One hot day, a thirsty crow flew all over the fields looking for water. For a long time, she could not find any. She felt very weak, almost giving up hope. Suddenly, she saw a water jug below her. She flew straight down to see if there was any water inside. Yes, she could see some water inside the jug. The crow tried to push her head into the jug. Sadly, she found that the neck of the jug was too narrow. Then she tried to push the jug down for the water to flow out. She found that the jug was too heavy. The crow thought hard for a while. Then looking around her, she saw some pebbles. She suddenly had a good idea. She started picking up the pebbles one by one, dropping each into the jug. As more and more pebbles filled the jug, the water level kept rising. Soon it was high enough for the crow to drink. Her plan had worked. Moral: if you try hard enough, you may soon find an answer to your problem. The Lion and the Sheep. Once, a little sheep was grazing on a meadow along with a flock of sheep. Being very mischievous, the little sheep wandered some distance away from the sheep. It began to enjoy the fresh and delicious grass that it found there. It had come a long way from its group, but was unaware of that. The sheep was also unaware of another fact. A lion was closely following it. When the sheep realized that it had lost its way and was far away from the flock, it decided to return and join them. However, the sheep was stunned to see a hungry and cunning lion standing behind it. The sheep realized that there was no option except to surrender itself to the lion. The sheep asked the lion, "Are you going to eat me?" The lion said,
Yes, at any cost.
The sheep said again, "But can you please wait for some more time? I have eaten a lot of grass now, and my stomach is filled with grass. If you eat me now, you will feel as though you're eating grass. So please wait until the grass is digested." The lion agreed.
Oh yes, I will wait. You are here before me, and I can wait for some time.
The sheep thanked the lion. After some time, the lion got ready to kill sheep, but the sheep stopped him again. "Dear lion, please wait for some more time. The grass is yet to be digested. If you eat me now, you will see a lot of grass in my stomach. Let me dance and then it will be digested easily." The lion agreed. The little sheep danced crazily for a while and then suddenly stopped. The lion inquired, what had happened. The sheep said, I cannot dance properly because there is no music. You see this bell around my neck? Can you untie this bell and ring it loudly? Then I can dance fast and the grass in my stomach also will get digested fast. The lion, overcome with the desire to eat the sheep, was ready to do anything. He removed the bell tied to the sheep's neck and rang it with all his might. Meanwhile, the shepherd was searching for the little sheep and heard the bell ringing. He saw the lion and the sheep. He ran towards the lion with a stick. Seeing the shepherd with the stick, the lion ran away, and the sheep was saved. Moral: physical strength is not sufficient. Sometimes, weaker people with smart minds can overcome the physically strong ones. Cow and the Lion. Once there was a cow, and her name was Dola. She had a beautiful small calf. Dola was used to go jungle for grazing. She was returning to her shed in the evening. When she returned, her calf used to drink milk. She loved her calf very much. One day, Dola has gone to forest for grazing. That day, a lion caught her on the way of the jungle. The lion wanted to kill the cow and eat. When the lion was brought to kill the cow made a request. She told lion that,
I got a calf at home, and the calf is very hungry. If you killed me right now, the calf will die in hunger.
Therefore, she requested the lion to leave her for a while, so that she can give milk to her calf. The lion listened to the request of the cow and said,
It is impossible, because if I will leave you, you will not come back again.
Listening to this, cow said to the lion,
I will come back after giving milk to my calf.
The lion listened to the ardent request of Dola. He said,
You go, but you have to return back very soon.
The cow returned her shed immediately, and she gives milk to her calf. Then she started for the forest, saying her calf come back very soon. She reached the jungle and gave a cry for the lion. The lion came and saw the cow, thought the lion was hungry. He became surprised to see the cow back. The lion hasn't seen such sincerity, morality, and honesty from any animal. He became very pleased to see such kind of characters from other animals. He called the cow. She is overwhelmed by her honesty. He said,
I can't eat you, and I will protect you from other wild animals in the future. I want that the character you possess should spread to other animals.
By saying this, lion went back to the forest. The cow also returned back to her calf before the sunrise. Two cats and a monkey. One day, in a village, two cats found a cake and cut it into two pieces. But one piece was slightly bigger than the other. Both the cats wanted the bigger piece. Then they went to the monkey and asked it to sort out the matter. The two cats are quarrel in front of the monkey like this.
It is my cake because I saw it first. It is my cake because I picked it first.
The monkey said,
Don't worry, I'll make both the pieces equal. Oh no, one is slightly bigger than the other one. Let me take a bite of bigger one. So, it is big as the other one.
He had a big bite of the bigger piece of the cake and said,
Oh no, this has become smaller now.
He ate from the other, and thus he went on eating from part to part and finally finished the whole cake. When all the cake was over, the cats were stunned by the happenings. It was very late when they realized that the monkey was making fools out of them the entire time. Moral: when you quarrel and fight, someone else gains. A town mouse and a country mouse. A town mouse and a country mouse were friends. The country mouse one day invited his friend to come and see him at his home in the fields. Surprising you!
What a surprise!
Welcome to my home for dinner!
Okay, my dear friend.
The town mouse came and they sat down to a dinner of barleycorns and roots, the latter of which had a distinctly earthy flavor. The flavor was not much to the taste of the guest, and presently he broke out with, My poor dear friend, you live here no better than the ants. Now you should just see how I fare. My larder is a regular horn of plenty. You must come and stay with me, and I promise you shall live on the fat of the land. So when he returned to town, he took the country mouse with him and showed him into a larder containing flour and oatmeal and figs and honey and dates. The country mouse had never seen anything like it and sat down to enjoy the luxuries his friend provided. But before they had well begun, the door of the larder opened and someone came in. The two mice scampered off and hid themselves in a narrow and exceedingly uncomfortable hole. Presently, when all was quiet, they ventured out again. But someone else came in, and off they scuttled again. Goodbye, said he. I'm off. You live in the lap of luxury, I can see. But you are surrounded by dangers, whereas at home I can enjoy my simple dinner of roots and corn in peace. Fox and a Crane. Once a fox and a crane became friends. So the fox invited the crane to dinner. The crane accepted the invitation and reached the fox's place at sunset. The fox had prepared soup for his mate. But as we all know that foxes are cunning by nature, he served the soup in flat dishes. So he himself lapped the crane's share with his tongue, enjoying its relish a lot. But the crane could not enjoy it at all with his long beak and had to get back home hungry. The shrewd fox felt extremely amused. After a few days, the crane invited the fox to dine in with him. The fox reached his place well in time. The crane gave him a warm welcome and served the soup in a jug with a long and narrow neck. So the crane enjoyed the soup with great relish, using his long beak. The fox's mouth couldn't reach the soup through the narrow neck of the jug. He had to return home hungry. Now he realized that he had been repaid for his behavior with the crane. Hungry Fox. This is a short story about Hungry Fox. Once, a fox was very hungry. It looked for food here and there, but it couldn't get any.
I want to eat something. I am still very hungry. What can I do now?
At last, it found a loaf of bread and piece of meat in the hole of a tree. The hungry fox squeezed into the hole. It ate all the food. It was a woodcutter's lunch. He was on his way back to the tree to have lunch, but he saw there was no food in the hole, instead a fox. On seeing the woodcutter, the fox tried to get out of the hole, but it couldn't. Its tummy was swollen. The woodcutter caught the fox and gave it nice beatings. Keep your eyes open. Once upon a time, there was a lion that grew so old that he was unable to kill any prey for his food. So he said to himself,
I must do something to save my stomach, else I will die of starvation.
He kept thinking and thinking, and at last, an idea clicked at him. He decided to lie down in the cave, pretending to be ill, and then whosoever will come to inquire about his health will become his prey. Old Lion put his wicked plan into practice, and it started working. Many of his well-wishers got killed, but evil is short-lived. One day, a fox came to visit the ailing lion. As foxes are clever by nature, the fox stood at the mouth of the cave and looked about. His sixth sense worked, and he came to know the reality. So, he called out to the lion from outside and said,
How are you, sir?
The lion replied,
I am not feeling well at all. But why don't you come inside?
Then the fox replied,
I would love come in, sir. But on seeing all the footprints going into your cave and none coming out, I would be foolish enough to come in.
Saying so, the fox went to alert the other animals. The Lion and the Mouse. Once when a lion, the king of the jungle, was asleep, a little mouse began running up and down on him. This soon awakened the lion, who placed his huge paw on the mouse and opened his big jaws to swallow him. "Pardon me, king," cried the little mouse. "Forgive me this time. I shall never repeat it, and I shall never forget your kindness. And who knows, I may be able to do you a good turn one of these days." The lion was so tickled by the idea of the mouse being able to help him that he lifted his paw and let him go. Sometime later, a hunter captured the lion and tied him to a tree. After that, they went in search of a wagon to take him to the zoo. Just then, the little mouse happened to pass by. On seeing the lion's plight, he ran up to him and gnawed away the ropes that bound him, the king of the jungle. Was it not right? Said the little mouse, very happy to help the lion. Moral: small acts of kindness will be rewarded greatly.